I consider myself to be a fashion icon, and sometimes something that can make a fit 10 times better is if you choose the right shoes. So today, I'm going to be showing off all my shoes that I like to wear for my outfits, and just shoes that I've collected, along my lifetime, because as of recently, I would say that I have become more of a connoisseur of luxury shoes. Even though I don't have the money to afford them, I still like to look at them from time to time, so let me just show you the ones that I have. Alright, so just before we begin, I want to say that I wear all my shoes, so if they look a bit worn, that is why. So the first pair we have is some classics that I think everybody has, or at least one time, the Black Forces. The Black Forces are a staple of the shoe, all the memes aside, these are actually pretty decent shoes, and, they're good, they give you a height advantage, they add like 2 inches to your overall height. And also, if you get them really tight, these are not coming off of you no matter what. No matter how hard you get your ankles broken in basketball, no matter how hard you run, they just, they're not going to come off. You might roll your ankle, but they still won't come off. So these are a good shoe, and, they do look clean. Well, not these ones, but, if you buy them brand new, they can look very clean. So, all right, so the next shoe I'm going to be showing off are the white Court Visions. They're dirty because they are some of the first I've ever bought, first pair of shoes I ever bought. And I live in kind of like a dirty place, and they look very clean though, all things considered. All the things I've done with them, I've tried to maintain them as best as I can. Underneath, got some dirt and shit in it, so. But I mean, these are very good, and white shoes honestly just go good with a lot of things, so it's always good to have a pair of white shoes in your arsenal. So yeah, keeping on the pattern of Court Visions, I got the gray ones, the gray and white ones. I got these actually for a really good deal. I got these and another pair that I'm going to show. I got them for like each, I think, and in total they were like $110 for 2 pairs of shoes. So these were really good, especially because they were just a good price. A good price can make a shoe feel 10 times more valuable, you know what I mean? And I'm not planning on reselling any of my shoes, but even if I do, these are fairly well maintained. You could use a bit of a brushing, but then again, what shoes don't need a little bit of a brushing? But yeah, these are the gray Court Visions, and I don't really rock these all that well because they're size, I believe, 13. They're size 13. I wear size 11, and even though they are a bit big for me, I still wear them with like baggy pants and stuff, so they can go good with the right things. Alright, so the shoes I'm going to show off now are the white girl's second favorite shoe, aside from the white Air Forces, the Nike Blazer. Nike Blazers are very clean objectively. I mean, I think they can go good with a lot of stuff. Just, they're simple, they're nice. These are the pair that I bought with the gray Court Visions, all for like $110, so, I mean, very good. But I also don't really wear them because they're size 13 and I wear size 12. But I mean, I have worn them in the past, and it has been a fairly good fit. And also, I feel like they look clean. Looking down on them, they look very clean. Because Nike, I don't like how some Jordans have like the holes right here. I think that can kind of ruin it. But I mean, these are a very clean shoe, and they go good with a lot of stuff. So moving on to Jordans, we're gonna start off with kind of the exotic Jordans, not the numbers, but we got the Jordan Marses here. These are the shoes that I wear probably the most, not because they look the greatest, but because function over look. These are the best to scratch up, these are the best to beat up and still have them maintain their shape and they won't break on you. And sometimes sometimes I wish I bought the red and black ones, because the gold and black ones, they look alright, but the red and black really takes the cake for the best looking Jordan Mars here. I mean, they're good, and when I bought them, they were cheap, and now they've gone up in price because I believe they stopped making them, or at least this color variant. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Don't hold me on that. But this is still a very good, like, everyday outside type of shoe that I can appreciate. You know what I mean? Even though the hoops on the back here, me personally, I wouldn't have added them. But it might have looked a bit weird if it didn't have them, because it would just be like a little mountain going downwards. But aside from that, these are very good shoes, very practical, and I would buy more of them. So here comes the Jordan 1s, my favorite Jordan. These are the band ones, the red and black. I believe they're called band, they're not actually band. I mean, these are the first Jordan 1 I ever purchased, and they're so beat up. I didn't know how to walk in them, so they're all creased to shit. But I mean, for having them for like 4 years, I'd say they've held their shape pretty well. I played a bit of basketball in them, nothing too crazy. But I mean, just looking at them, they're pretty good. I wish I got the high top ones, but the high top ones are like $500. I do not have the money for that, nor have I ever had the money for that. But when I get the money for that, maybe. Yeah, that's a maybe. You know, I think I would buy other high tops besides from these, but these are definitely on the waiting list to buy for the high tops. But I mean, I just have so many memories because this is the first Jordan like 1 I ever bought, and Jordan, really any luxury shoe actually. Not, I wouldn't say these are luxury, but like designer shoe. But this was what really got me into them. Just the Jordan 1 band. I thought these were so clean. And I actually have a funny story for the next shoe. All right, I know that last shoe I said those are the first ever luxury like designer shoe I ever bought, but that's a lie. These are toddler size 11 Jordan 1 mid bands. You know, I didn't know they were gonna be toddler size. You see, look, it still got that thing on it. It got the QR code. I'm not sure if that's gonna dox me. I'll blur that out. But I mean, I bought them thinking that they were gonna be, you know, like the actual shit, you know? I thought they were gonna be the actual my size 11, but no, they're toddler size. You know, they have gone up like $100 in value. I'm not probably gonna sell these. I'm not sure who the hell would buy them. But I think I'll just save this for like my kid or something. Have him go be like the best looking kindergartner at the time. Now the next shoes I'm gonna talk about are more Jordan 1 lows. It is the green ones. These are actually very clean. I've worn them I've worn them for way more than I have the red ones, but I've had them for less time, and I could sell these as being brand new. You wouldn't really be able to tell that anybody's worn these, so I could definitely get away with selling these as brand new. And you know, look at the bottoms here. I mean, I would just have to do a little bit of the brush, but aside from that, these are very good shoes. But sometimes it's right around here is when like it starts like kind of hurt if it's tied too tight. But aside from that, very good shoe. Goes very well with some outfits that I got, camo pants type shit like that. So this is just a good like colorway. Moving on, we're going to the Royals, I believe these are mid Jordan 1s. Not mid as in they're bad, but mid as in the size of them. Size 11, fairly good, worn just a bit, pretty dirty, but I think these are really clean for what they are, you know what I mean? And they're relatively cheap for how much Jordans cost. So for me, you should just go for the mids if you're gonna buy the high tops and you don't have enough money, because high tops like 500, this is like 130. Well, at least when I bought them they were 130. Maybe they're less or more now, but this is a very good looking shoe with the right pants. And honestly, blue, anything goes good with these. Even if it's a lighter or darker blue, it still just goes well with them. I just think they look very clean. Now, these are the newest addition to my Jordan collection. These things, they're very dirty. I've worn them out so much. They're fucking disgusting now, because look at that. They just get dirty so easily. And look on the underneath, I'm not sure what they are, but you can't crease them because it's like that weird foam thing, kind of like how the Travises are. Not foam, but like, you know, like mesh. I don't know exactly what they are. It's called, look at that, Zoom Air. I don't know. Very dirty. If I had a clean pair, I would probably take better care of them, just because like this stuff, it isn't like the normal Jordans. Like everything that you remotely touches it gets seeped into it, because it's not like a scaly type thing. It's like more of a mesh absorbing material, which makes them very hard for like cleaning and stuff like that. But aside from that, these were very clean. But you cannot tie these you can't tie these no matter how big or small your foot is. You can't tie them all the way and have them be comfortable. It'll either come untied the moment you start walking, or you just can't get them tied at all in general. I'm not sure if it's a thing of like the laces are too small, but they are very much a pain in the ass to tie and like just maintain. All right, so moving on to another brand of shoe. We're going to a shoe that everybody likes to compliment me on. They always think they're custom, but these are the one-piece Vans. Now, they're dirty. They are very dirty. They both have different devil fruits on each one. I'm not going to name out who owns them because I don't really remember. It has a bit of damage right here just because I used to skate in these, which is a very dumb idea because they were too good for skating. I should have just bought normal Vans for skating, but I did skate in them, unfortunately. And I live in a very muddy area, so of course it's going to be all fucking muddy right here. But these are very good. I get asked where I buy them all the time, and I bought them in a mall. And I bought them in a Vans mall. So, I mean, they're not hard to find. I believe you can still find them. Or if not these, then at least like the Nami Robin ones, you know what I mean? But these are still very good, and I like them a lot. But don't play basketball with them because they'll give you like blisters on the side of your foot. So that's obviously a downside. Now, I'm about to show you a pair of Vans I've never worn out in public, and nobody in the world has ever seen me wear them. the checkerboard ones, classic Vans shit. You know, the reason why they're so clean is because I've never worn them and they were in a box for like 5 years. They're not even mine. They're like size 14. They're size 14. They're not mine. I got them as kind of like a hand-me-down thing, but I've never worn them just because if I did, they would slip right off my feet. I mean, they are very clean though. You know, I've been a fan of the checkerboard stuff. I don't know where I would wear checkerboard in an outfit. I don't really have any like chest related shits, you know what I mean? I don't have any chest related anything to wear. Even though you don't need chest, it's just black and white. But black and white fits are also very hit and miss sometimes. So very rarely does white and black fits actually go well. If you really take a look at all the white and black fits that you see with your friends on, most of them are going to be pretty mid. And these are also very like worn. They used to be white, but then they turned yellow. That's how old these are. So, I mean, like the rubbery part's still white. Or maybe it is just like a design thing. I don't know. But I think it did turn yellow in the box. Well, that's all the shoes that I have. I am planning on buying more Yeezys. I just need to get my money up. And, you know, I like the desert boots a lot. I really want to buy a pair. And I like 350s, but everyone who I know has them are just rich kids who can't put a fit together. So I kind of had a stigma for that. But, I mean, desert boots are so cool. Like, once I buy them, it'll be over with. You know, I'll be the best dressed everywhere I go. But, yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.